Hello, Woodsman. James here with Gone Home Woodsman. Hey, today I wanted to take a minute and share with you the premium reusable hand warmer by Zippo. These things come in a couple of different colors. You can get them in this chrome, they come in black, they come in an orange, and also a woodland camouflage. Um, I'm just going to go over like the initial startup, what comes in the box, and just a few items about this. I picked these up just to give them a try. I got one off Amazon, and then the other was from Sportsman's Warehouse. Significantly different price between the two. Amazon was about $13, and Sportsman's Warehouse was closer to 20. So I'll include the links to Amazon on here, but we'll just get into this thing and see what we got. Okay, so in the package, you get the filler device, you get the hand warmer, and then there is this velvet style bag that it comes with that you'll put it in. It also comes with your instructions. The instructions are semi helpful, but I had to do a little bit of research on YouTube because I wasn't exactly sure how this thing worked. You will also need a lighter or some sort of lighting device. You can use matches, you can use another Zippo lighter, you can use a Bic, whatever. And then you will need some type of lighter fluid. They recommend the Zippo, but I'm pretty sure that any of them will work. So we'll start off with the filler. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right on there, there's a 12-hour mark. These things will burn 4 up to or just over 12 hours. If you want less, you can do halfway, and they'll give you about 6 hours. One thing about these, you can't put them out. The Zippo instructions say that they have to burn themselves out. Now, some guys will tell you that if you remove your catalyst device, this here, and we'll get into that a little bit here in a minute, that you can put it out, but it gets pretty hot, and I don't know that I would want to pull it out. These do not use an open flame. They use what's called a catalyst burner, so it's a smoldering style heat, and the initial startup on this was a little bit interesting. I'm trying to keep the glare from this of my camera, so bear with me. But the initial startup took a little bit more than the instructions, led you to believe. So I'm just going to kind of go over this and talk about, the initial startup. So here we go. So first off, you want to remove the vented cap. This cap has holes front, back, top, for dispersion of heat throughout the bag. So you have that. So in order to do this, the first thing you want to do is get this bag out of the way. We're going to take our handy dandy little filler. We're going to get our lighter fluid here. Just be careful when you do this. And then you just want to fill it up. I'm only going to fill this about halfway because I don't want it to burn for 12 hours. But if you wanted 12 hours, so on these newer models, they actually have there's like a hole right in the center, and you just simply take your, got to take off the catalyst device. There we go. All right, now we're back on track. Now you can see the hole. So you can see the hole here. On the other ones, on the older ones, they don't have this hole. So guys will have doused all 3 of these compartments with the lighter fluid. But I found that as long as you just stick this in there, and it doesn't take much to do it, you can see it going in there. Just get it in there. You can put a little bit on each side if you wanted, but I don't think it really matters. You put the selected amount of fuel in there, put your catalyst device back on. Move that out of the scene. And then it's as simple as taking your lighter, and they say about 10 seconds, but you just run your lighter on here for about 10 seconds. Now I found on the initial startup, it took quite a bit longer than that. I had to restart it a couple of times. I just kind of got it in there and then started watching it until it started getting, and you can feel the heat coming off the catalyst device. Now this doesn't use an open flame. It's what's called a smoldering flame. So you have no open flame. So once you've done that, all you have to do is you can take your top, put it back on there. Put it in its bag. Cinch the bag up. And then just put it in your pocket. And it'll take a little bit of time, but they warm up fairly quickly. Like this one's already starting to get warm. After the initial startup of this, you will find that they warm up a little bit quicker. A couple of things that I found interesting about this were obviously the instructions don't talk too much about the initial startup. It doesn't give you really clear on what to expect, but overall they work pretty good. They have kind of a fuel smell. You can smell the fuel from time to time, and they do take a little bit of work, but I found that once you get them going, they work really, really well. So I'm pretty happy with it. I bought two, one for each pocket, because switching from hand to hand was not the best. So, like I said, there's a lot of different types of these on the market. There's electric ones that you can recharge. There's multiple different types of these fuel ones. I decided to go with the fuel just because I can carry extra fuel and not have to worry about charging it. But if you did want to use an electric one, you could carry a spare battery pack, or whatever works for you. But I just found the fuel to be a better way to go. And if you don't use it for the full 12 hours or the full 6 hours, or for whatever amount of fuel you put in there, what I did is I just took it and kind of set it in a safe space, just because a little bit of paranoia, just to make sure that nothing happened. I will tell you that if you take the unit out of the sack, it is significantly warmer than when it is inside the sack, and they advise against that for burn purposes, but I don't know if that could really happen. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, and remember, as always, taxation is theft, and we'll see you on the next one.